Have you ever wondered what stories unfold behind the grand walls of a presidential palace? I'd like to invite you on a journey, a personal exploration into the heart of East Africa. This region is home to 8 remarkable countries: Somalia, South Sudan, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Kenya, Tanzania, Burundi, Uganda, and Rwanda. Each one has its own unique history, culture, and dreams. Together, we'll discover what lies within these majestic palaces. They're not just impressive buildings, they're places where leaders make decisions that shape the lives of millions. We'll wander along the sun-soaked terraces of Villa Somalia, feeling the ocean breeze from the Indian Ocean. We'll admire Tanzania's new Chamwino State House, a symbol of progress rising from the nation's heart. In Uganda, we'll visit the historic Entebbe State House, nestled peacefully by the serene waters of Lake Victoria. We'll stand before the imposing Palais de la Nation in the DRC, a testament to resilience amid challenges. We'll explore Burundi's Ntare Rushatsi House, a beacon of new beginnings and national pride. And finally, we'll arrive at Rwanda's village Urugwiro, a hidden sanctuary surrounded by lush greenery where the nation's spirit beats strongest. This isn't just a tour, it's a shared journey into the soul of East Africa. It's about connecting with the people, understanding their stories, and celebrating their unbreakable spirit. So come with me as we open doors rarely seen and share tales seldom told. This is Jackson as always. I'm your documentarian servant. Welcome to the world of research. Welcome to the large family of Wisdom in Narrations. Number 8. Villa Somalia in Somalia. Our journey begins in Somalia, a nation of approximately 18 million people, sprawling over 637,657 square kilometers, making it 24 times larger than Rwanda. The capital city, Mogadishu, is a historic port city located along the northeastern coast of Kenya, bordering the Indian Ocean in the Horn of Africa. Somalia is deeply rooted in Islamic culture, with both Somali and Arabic recognized as official languages. The nation is led by President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud. Villa Somalia serves as both the official residence and office of the president and his family. This iconic structure was built over a span of 14 years, from 1922 to 1936, during Italian colonial rule. Originally named Villa del Viceré, Italian for Governor's House, it housed the governor of Italian Somaliland before Somalia gained independence on June 1, 1960. Perched on an elevated area overlooking the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean, Villa Somalia offers breathtaking views and strategic advantages. Its proximity to key infrastructures like the Mogadishu International Port and the Aden-Ade International Airport underscores its significance. The palace encompasses 2 main sections, the presidential residence and the official office. Inside, grand reception halls welcome dignitaries, while specialized rooms facilitate cabinet meetings and governmental affairs. Due to ongoing security challenges, including threats from militant groups like Al-Shabaab, Villa Somalia is among the most fortified buildings in Africa. It has been the target of numerous attacks, prompting continuous renovations and upgrades to its security apparatus. The complex spans an area of 12,000 square meters, fortified with state-of-the-art surveillance systems and guarded by elite security forces dedicated to ensuring the safety of the head of state. Number 7. J1 State House in South Sudan. Next, we venture to South Sudan, the world's youngest nation, having gained independence from Sudan on July 9, 2011. With over 15 million inhabitants, the country covers 644,329 square kilometers, making it 24 times larger than Rwanda. The capital city, Juba, is situated to the north of Uganda and serves as the administrative and political hub. South Sudan is led by President Salva Kiir Mayardit, who, at 72 years old, has been instrumental in the nation's formation. The J1 State House in Juba serves as both the official residence and office of the president. Constructed in 2011, the two-story building is located in the Jebel Kujur area, offering panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. The palace features an array of facilities, including spacious meeting rooms for high-level discussions, guest accommodations for visiting dignitaries, entertainment areas for official events, and specialized quarters for security personnel and their equipment. Given the country's history of internal conflicts and the presence of various rebel factions opposed to the government, the J1 State House is heavily guarded. The building has witnessed significant turmoil, notably in 2016 and 2017, when it sustained damage from clashes between forces loyal to President Kiir and those supporting his rival, Riek Machar. Despite these challenges, the palace remains a symbol of national unity and resilience. In February 2023, the J1 State House hosted Pope Francis, who delivered a poignant speech emphasizing peace and reconciliation. Recognizing the need for a more secure and modern facility, President Salva Kiir initiated the construction of a new state house in 2022. This ambitious project aims to create an unprecedented architectural masterpiece in Africa, featuring separate buildings for the presidential office and family residence. The new palace is expected to be completed in 2024, symbolizing a new era for South Sudan. Number 6. State House in Kenya. Our journey continues to Kenya, a nation renowned for its rich wildlife and advanced tourism industry. Home to nearly 56 million people, Kenya covers 582,646 square kilometers, making it 22 times larger than Rwanda. The country is currently led by President William Ruto, who at 57 years old oversees a dynamic and diverse nation. The Kenyan State House is located in the upscale Muthaiga area of Nairobi, approximately 5 kilometers from the city center. The building's origins date back to 1907, when it was constructed to serve as the residence of the British governor during colonial times. Designed by the esteemed British architect Herbert Baker, the State House exemplifies colonial-era architecture with grand columns, expansive gardens, and intricate detailing. Following Kenya's independence on December 12, 1963, Jomo Kenyatta, the nation's first president, transitioned the building from the governor's residence to the presidential State House. The building spans an impressive 3 square kilometers, featuring lush gardens, ceremonial spaces, and numerous rooms designated for official functions. Security at the State House is paramount. The premises are protected by multiple security layers, including barriers manned by guards requiring specific authorization for entry. The facility is equipped with advanced surveillance systems, including high-resolution cameras and motion detectors. The Presidential Escort Unit, PEU, an elite security force, is permanently stationed at the State House, prepared to ensure the president's safety at all times. Earlier this year, the State House underwent significant renovations estimated at $59 million. These enhancements aim to modernize the facility, improve security features, and preserve the historical integrity of the building. The renovations include upgrading communication systems, reinforcing structural components, and refurbishing interior spaces to accommodate contemporary needs. Number 5. Chamwino State House in Tanzania. Our next destination is Tanzania, a nation celebrated as the birthplace of Kiswahili, one of Africa's most widely spoken languages. With a population of around 69 million, Tanzania is 947,300 square kilometers in size, making it 36 times larger than Rwanda. The country is currently under the leadership of President Samia Suluhu Hassan, who assumed office in 2021 following the untimely death of President John Pombe Magufuli. Historically, the presidential residence was located in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania's largest city and former capital until 1973. The original State House was a one-story building covering 130,000 square meters situated along the eastern shores of the Indian Ocean. Built during the British colonial period, the palace was a fusion of Arab and African architectural styles, setting it apart from other colonial structures. The initial building was designed by British architect John Sinclair, who also designed the High Court of Tanzania. The palace featured rounded windows and doors, whitewashed walls, and red-tiled roofs. It consisted of 6 interconnected structures, each serving different functions, including guest accommodations, meeting rooms, and residential spaces. Over the years, the palace housed numerous gifts from visiting dignitaries, including artifacts from Emperor Haile Selassie and Nelson Mandela. Recognizing the need for a more centrally located presidential palace, the late President Magufuli initiated the construction of a new state house in Dodoma, Tanzania's official capital. The project began in May 2020 and was completed in May 2023. President Samia Suluhu Hassan officially moved into the new Chamwino State House, which spans an expansive 34 square kilometers. The new palace mirrors the architectural elegance of its predecessor, combining traditional elements with modern amenities. Constructed at a cost of approximately $68 million, the Chamwino State House features state-of-the-art facilities, including presidential offices, residential quarters, guest accommodations, and venues for official events. The building symbolizes Tanzania's political power and commitment to progress. Number 4. Entebbe State House in Uganda. Our journey brings us to Uganda, a nation of around 50 million people, covering 241,038 square kilometers, making it 9 times larger than Rwanda. Uganda is led by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who, at 79 years old, has been in power for 38 years. Uganda's presidential residences have a rich history dating back to the British colonial era. The 2 primary residences are located in Nakasero, Kampala, and Entebbe. The Entebbe State House, situated on the shores of Lake Victoria, is the most prominent. Originally constructed to house the British governor, the Entebbe State House became the official presidential residence after Uganda gained independence on October 9, 1962. Over the years, the building has undergone multiple renovations to accommodate changing needs and enhance security. In preparation for the 2007 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, CHOGM, the palace underwent extensive renovations costing $77 million. The Entebbe State House now features advanced security systems, grand meeting halls capable of hosting 500 people, offices for the President and First Lady, residential areas, and guest accommodations. The palace's strategic location offers serene views of Lake Victoria, providing a tranquil environment for governance. Additional renovations in 2016 and 2022, costing $1.5 million and $3.5 million respectively, have ensured that the Entebbe State House remains one of East Africa's most prestigious and secure presidential residences. Number 3. Palais de la Nation in Democratic Republic of Congo. We now arrive in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, the second largest country in Africa, rich in mineral resources yet challenged by ongoing conflicts. The DRC covers a vast area of 2,344,858 square kilometers, making it 89 times larger than Rwanda, and is home to approximately 106 million people. The nation's presidential palace, the Palais de la Nation, is located in Kinshasa, the capital city. Situated in the Gombe district along the banks of the Congo River, the palace offers stunning views and a strategic vantage point. The building spans 150,000 square meters, surrounded by meticulously landscaped gardens, fountains, and expansive parking facilities. The Palais de la Nation's construction began in 1924 during Belgian colonial rule and was completed in 1960, the year of Congo's independence. Designed by Belgian architect Marcel Lambrichs, The palace initially served as the seat of the colonial administration and later as the Congolese parliament. Historical photographs from 1960 capture significant moments, such as Patrice Lumumba and his cabinet outside the palace during the nation's independence celebrations. In 2001, under President Joseph Kabila, the building was repurposed as the official presidential office. Today, it continues to serve as the center of executive power under President Felix Tshisekedi. The palace's architectural grandeur reflects a blend of European and African influences. Its strategic location near key government institutions and diplomatic missions underscores its importance in the nation's political landscape. Number 2. Ntare Rushatsi House in Burundi. Now we stop at Burundi, a country closely connected to Rwanda by culture and language. With a population of 13.5 million, Burundi covers 27,830 square kilometers, slightly larger than Rwanda. The nation is led by President Evariste Ndayishimiye and is known for its agricultural abundance, including crops like bananas and sardines from Lake Tanganyika. For decades since gaining independence on July 1, 1962, Burundi's presidents resided in rented houses. This changed in 2019 with the inauguration of the Ntare Rushatsi House, the country's first state-owned presidential palace. Located in the Gasenyi area, 8 kilometers north of Bujumbura, the palace was built with assistance from the Chinese government at a cost of $22 million. Named after King Ntare I Rushatsi, the founder of the Burundian monarchy in the 1500s, the palace symbolizes national pride and sovereignty. The building occupies 10,000 square meters and features modern amenities suitable for presidential functions, including offices, residential quarters, guest accommodations, and facilities for official events. Recognizing the shift of Burundi's capital from Bujumbura to Gitega, President Evariste initiated the construction of a new presidential palace in Gitega in 2022. Unlike its predecessor, the new palace is being funded entirely by Burundian citizens, emphasizing self-reliance. President Evariste contributed his entire monthly salary of 4.9 million Rwandan francs, equivalent to 10 million Burundian francs, to the project. The new palace will mirror the Ntare Rushatsi House in design and function, solidifying Gitega's status as the nation's political center. Number 1. Village Urugwiro in Rwanda. Our final destination is Rwanda, the land of 1,000 hills, covering 26,338 square kilometers with a population exceeding 14 million. The nation is led by President Paul Kagame, under whose leadership Rwanda has undergone significant transformation. The presidential office, known as Village Urugwiro, is nestled in the Kachiru sector of Gasabo district in Kigali. Surrounded by towering trees and lush vegetation, the complex is shrouded in privacy and security. The origins of Village Urugwiro date back to 1975, when it was constructed by the organization Commune Africaine et Malgache, OCAM, to host an international summit attended by 15 heads of state. Following the summit, the complex served multiple purposes. It functioned as a luxury hotel, housed members of parliament, and occasionally accommodated state guests during significant events. The buildings feature a combination of traditional and modern architectural elements, with over 20 apartments, meeting rooms, and other facilities. After the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, Village Urugwiro became the permanent office of the President of Rwanda. The complex is highly secure, with rigorous measures in place to protect the president and visiting dignitaries. Village Urugwiro remains the epicenter of Rwanda's political activities. It is where key decisions are made, cabinet meetings are held, and official functions take place. Despite its central role in governance, President Kagame does not reside at Village Urugwiro. He previously lived in Kiyovu and has since moved to near Vision City to be closer to his grandchildren. In the end, The presidential palaces of the East African community are more than mere buildings. They are embodiments of national identity, historical narratives, and visions for the future. Now, we turn to you. Which presidential palace do you think stands out the most in East Africa? Share your thoughts and rankings below in comment section. This is Jackson as always. I'm your documentarian servant. I wish you better life, foods and money. Stay in the big family of wisdom in narrations. Thanks for watching.